What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. I already know that me personally, I know that I'm not going to be in the majority opinion with this subject matter, but I don't give a damn because I'm a person that stands by what I believe in and my convictions. Okay. And I'm also a person that doesn't take what I see on television or in movies as reality. I can decipher between the two. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. So I was on social media just looking for whatever's going on, a little bit of a slow news day. So I see an article talking about Denzel Washington telling an interviewer while promoting this movie, Gladiator 2, that there's a scene that's deleted from the movie. I'm assuming they mean the theatrical cut, which may mean that this scene might be on the director's cut. By the way, I prefer the director's cut. I like the longer um, director cut compared to the theatrical cut. And oftentimes the director's cut, because it includes scenes that are edited out of the theatrical cut, it gives you a better idea of how certain scenes connect to one another and explain certain things in other scenes that or certain scenes that didn't make sense with the theatrical cut. But anyway, he reveals that in this movie, his character kisses a man, okay? And people are losing their minds behind this fact. They're questioning Denzel's character. They're questioning of course, his preference. They're saying that he's come out of the closet. He's a disgrace. Hollywood has got him. They're even trying to somehow desperately attach him to the Diddy situation, which they've been trying to do anyway. For whatever reason, I'm so disgusted with this generation that's coming up now, man. I'm so disgusted by them. They're phony. They're sanctimonious. It's so obvious that they're only motivated by money. And they will cut monster jigs, continental jigs. You know what I'm saying? All for the question of mighty dollar, but then have the nerve to question other people's blackness. So look, no matter how you feel about that particular subject, no matter how you feel about zestiness, I have my personal beliefs. I have the ability to separate between an actor and the person. Denzel Washington is an actor. Okay? The characters that he portrayed on film are not who he is as a person. Okay? He's not Malcolm X. Okay? He's not a Civil War era soldier. He's not a corrupt LA cop. He is not a CIA connected, uber talented, super smart, lethal weapon machine who just wants to live in peace, like in The Executioner. He's not any of the characters he portrayed. He's Denzel Washington. He's one of the greatest actors of his generation, one of the greatest actors of all time. Period. That's what he is. Okay? People also got to realize that he's portraying a character in ancient Rome, right? And I don't know if you know anything about ancient Rome, but if you're looking for a land where there's nothing but piles and piles of zest bars, zestfully clean soap bars, that's ancient Rome. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he's either portraying or loosely portraying a real person. And the zest was real. Now, I'm not saying you want to see a film like a zesty version of a Federico Fellini film, which probably most people don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm bringing up the reference. But it's one thing if it was that. But the way he described it, reading it and listening to it, it sounded more like this scene. You know, this scene from this movie that everybody loves when Michael Corleone gives Fredo the kiss of death, knowing that he knows he's the one that betrayed him. Now, I don't know if the movie is going to be totally like that, but that's the way that I heard it when Denzel described it. Okay? He said his character that he's portraying is a gangster, more or less, like what we would call a gangster. But he also said that this character is a little zesty. Okay, that makes sense then. The character he's portraying is in that light, you know. But you know, once again, I want to reiterate that our favorite actors are actors. You know, there was a movie that Al Pacino, whose picture here appeared in, and it was called Cruising. Cruising is one of the most zestiest, zest-filled, zestopian movies you will ever see. And nobody seems to care when they say Al Pacino, a Marlon Brando, a Robert De Niro. Nobody seems to care when they do it. When they do it, you're respecting their craft as an actor. When you're a black person and you do it, then people literally take it as if that's you doing it as the person rather than you're portraying a role. I'm telling you, man, it's like I don't understand. It's like the emotional intelligence of people is stuck on 14. No matter how old you are, whether you're 30, 47, 57, the emotional intelligence is there of a 14-year-old boy. You know? I just want people to do this. Just do this. Could you at least stay on code with how you feel about things? Because if you feel a certain type of way about something that you haven't even seen yet, by the way, nobody's even seen this scene. Nobody's seen it. Just like how nobody's seen The Butler. I remember that movie that came out with Forrest Whitaker some years back. Most of the people who hated that movie didn't even see it. Most of the people who hated Django Unchained hadn't even seen it yet. When making videos talking about how they should be ashamed of themselves. People aren't even looking at it. They haven't even seen the goddamn scene yet. And they're uploading videos crapping on Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington, man. Don't he at least deserve the benefit of your goddamn the benefit of the doubt before you go on here and crucify this man? Do we hold anything sacred in our community? Do we hold anybody sacred? But these are the same people. You know, look. If you feel this type of way, if you feel this strongly, I hate to bring politics into this, but if you feel this strongly about this, right, this issue, then you should not come on here vilifying me and crucifying me for not voting Democratic. I'm just saying, because if you feel that strongly, that party is all for that. In real life, by the way. I'm just saying, if you feel that strongly about this issue, then you should have never vilified me for not voting Democratic. Because they're totally for that. And keep it 100 with it, you know, the way you guys go after this, you know. So like how Jason Whitlock all of a sudden now is trying to attack Shannon Sharp, insinuating that he's zesty, when it's so ironic considering that people have been saying that Whitlock has been zesty for years, right? And one of his good friends, Dwayne Wade, he won't even mention it. even though this guy claims and professes that he's a Christian, and he goes after people that he suspects are in that life, but he's really good friends with Dwayne Wade, who is the poster boy for a lot of those things, right? I'm just saying. Then, you got people like, a person like Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas has been doing a lot of and saying a lot of crazy things, man. And it's the dude that said that he once paid $10,000 to have, was it Lou Williams? One of those players, was it Lou Williams? One of those dudes twerk for him. Then it's the same dude that said that he wanted to see Saucy Santana do something. So I'm just saying, and nothing was said about that. So I'm just saying, I just want people to keep the same energy when it comes to this type of stuff. At the end of the day, Denzel Washington is an actor. He's an actor. And one of the great ones. Hell, this man has played virtually everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, actors that's what they do. They become the actor. Matter of fact, isn't he a method actor? A method actor. If they asked him to portray a chicken, he would be the best goddamn chicken, barking all around the yard. I mean, he would totally commit to a role. So when I look at Denzel Washington on the cinematic screen or on television, whatever, it's a better experience in the theater. I'm looking at a performance. That's not him personally in his life. And a lot of these dudes that's talking about, oh man, I wouldn't do, man, shut up. You guys will throw your best friend on the bus for YouTube monetization, let alone getting paid a $25 million check. I don't believe none of you. Now, I'm not saying, in your personal life, you can't believe what you want to believe in. But we're talking about a fucking movie, man. But anyway, salute to Denzel Washington. Great actor. And, you know what I'm saying? I just can't believe the witch hunt that's on right now for black men. It's unbelievable.